We all know Jose Rizal as a brilliant writer, scientist, linguist, and because that wasn't enough, Rizal also had a keen interest in architecture. Jose Rizal completed a course in surveying or geodetic engineering at the Ateneo Municipal. He passed his licensure exam at the age of 17, although he had to wait until he was 21 to receive his license in November 1881. Being able to mark boundaries and measure property was useful as he was the son of one of the largest tenants of the Dominican-owned estates in Calamba. His travels abroad opened his eyes to endless possibilities. He absorbed ideas through his lived experience and nurtured dreams he would bring to reality. From 1892 to 1896, when he was exiled in Dapitan, Jose Rizal devoted himself to farming and scholarly pursuits. He introduced innovations in areas such as public health, livelihood, and public works, all of which proved beneficial to the people. In January 1894, Rizal established a community school in Dapitan for boys aged 12 to 16. His students came from Mindanao and Luzon. They helped their Maestro Rizal with household chores and farming while enjoying free schooling and housing. While Rizal's humble school in Dapitan made an impact on the community and the minds he tutored, he had a grander version of the same dream years before that. In 1892, Rizal designed an architectural drawing with a detailed elevation of the facade for his Dream Academy in Hong Kong, including numerical measurements. It was a pen and ink piece signed J. Rizal, 16 Marso. We now yet have another artifact to add to the many facets of his genius. Another fascinating layer to this story, Rizal's Dream Academy drawing is linked to the publication of Noli Me Tangere. Let me explain. Noli Me Tangere was typeset by the Lettefrein, or the Lethe Society, a school for applied arts in Berlin. The Lettefrein had a revolutionary vision of educating single women with vocational skills, such as office work, cooking, and dressmaking, to help them achieve independence. However, when Ana Lethe, the founder's daughter, took over the institution, she introduced cutting-edge technical skills of the time, such as photography and typesetting. It was Lisa Guerrero Nakpil's research on the Lettefrein that highlighted the similarities between the Lettefrein, the typesetter of Noli's first edition, which still stands in Berlin today, and Rizal's plans for his own Dream Academy. It has the same big windows and scale. Rizal's vision was very likely inspired not just by the design of the physical structure, but also by the pioneering spirit of the institution that helped bring his novel to life. It amazes me how Noli Me Tangere, a Spanish novel about oppression in the Philippine Islands, was manually typeset by a group of young German women who represented a marginalized group in their own society. Remember how Rizal, in his famous Letter to the Women of Malolos in 1888, encouraged women to love learning and stand firm for their right to education? Noon pa lang, Rizal was supporting inclusive businesses. Galing. The drawing has been in the possession of a descendant of Jose Rizal's sister Narcisa all these years. Goes under the hammer at the Leon Gallery's magnificent September auction on September 13, 2025. Come see it for yourself at the previews starting September 6. This remarkable piece of Rizaliana is more than just a blueprint. It is a powerful testament to Jose Rizal's commitment to learning and his enduring dream for an empowered youth. O diba?
Meow meow.